Call the meeting order. Please rise. Then I ask you to join me in a moment of reflection on the business that's before us this evening. And please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, please take the roll.
Alderman Basso.
Here.
Alderman Violet.
Here.
Alderman Clifford.
Here.
Alderman Key.
Here.
Alderman Kramarski.
Here.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Here.
Alderman McGovern.
Here.
Alderman McGrogan.
Here.
Mayor, City Clerk, and Treasurer all present.
All right, no special presentations that I'm aware of tonight. Under the consent calendar, I've got 4 items. The approval of minutes of a city council meeting from February 16th, 2021. The approval of the payroll and voucher list for the period ending February 26, 2021. An approval of a special use permit requested by the Parks and Recreation Department to conduct their annual chocolate chase 5K on Saturday, April 3rd, 2021, from 8 o'clock in the morning till noon at the designated race route. And the approval for the Palos South Middle School to put up green ribbons on light poles on Harlem Avenue for the Say Something Week, which is March 2nd through 5th, 2021. With that, I entertain a motion to approve the consent.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Kramarski, second by Alderman Clifford. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Kramarski.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Under the no sealed bids tonight, a couple of remarks that I have this evening. Earlier this evening, around 4 o'clock or so, President Biden came out and said that all residents, should be enough vaccine available for everyone by the end of May. So we'll see how that goes, but that's somewhat of a good news. Although it doesn't stop the immediate frustration that a lot of people are feeling for not being able to get vaccine appointments. This morning I had my weekly meeting with the COVID task force with the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus, and I have to say we're about 25 mayors in that, and I think every one of them had frustrations in their communities, which is all Metro Chicago, as far as being able to get vaccination appointments. And I guess all I can say is just you've got to keep being persistent in trying to get an appointment for a vaccine. Try a lot of places. Try local, I think, more than trying some of the bigger spots. So the retailers, whether it be a Jewel, Osco, or a Walgreens, Walmart. Also the hospital groups. Madeline and I were fortunate to get ours through Advocate because of her cancer surgery there. She's had a record there, so they put us in there. And I know Friday morning I met with the new president of Palos Hospital, Northwestern, and as I was going in the main lobby, they were having vaccination stagings there, and they were going to have 500 vaccinations on Friday. So they are coming. You're going to run into situations, for the residents who are watching tonight, that they're not going to probably make appointments until they have vaccines, which is probably good. But as we get more vaccines, hopefully we'll get more people vaccinated. So in the meantime, even after you get your vaccination, make sure you keep wearing that mask and stay your distance. It's important, and we're getting through it. I mean, it's some of the state and the city of Chicago changed some of their metrics today, and I think all in all we're starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, I can't say where that tunnel's going to end, but hopefully it'll be shortly. So that being said, that's all I have tonight. City Clerk?
No report.
City Treasurer?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report tonight.
City Attorney? He's not there. Okay. Any communications anyone have? Any citizens wishing to address the council tonight? Mike?
You want to do it now or wait till the...
Do it now if you want.
Okay. Hello all, Mike Coogan, 123 Augusta Lane, Palos Heights. Threefold remarks tonight. Been a resident 21 years here in Palos Heights. Just want to say, and obviously a business owner as well. My first remark is thank you to all of you, Bob, especially to you as the mayor, for this last year and your leadership and your direction. It's been a pleasure being here, both as a resident and a business owner. So thank you, thank you, thank you, because your quiet strength has gotten a lot of us through this, and we much appreciate it. So that's number one. Number two is I just want to vouch for Mr. Wagner here. I come on my own accord regarding his request tonight. I want to vouch, since he's taken over the bank, the great sense of community that he's shown Franklin's Public House. Great commercial neighbor, as I think it should be all the time. So I just want to say his request, I believe his request is valid. And then thirdly, I want to put it out there publicly that I do believe that, and I think all of you would agree, that the world has changed yet again with the COVID-19, and retail has gone further into the digital age. Not that retail won't come, but it'll come in smaller doses than ever before. So I believe, as not only a restaurant owner, but also a commercial real estate owner with spaces on Harlem Avenue, that we should consider the zoning as more flexible than ever, and maybe take it by case, however you see fit. But I do believe that the mindset should be changing on a daily basis, because we should allow service-based business, medical-based business to occupy some of these vacant spaces without too much discussion, if you will. I think the retail is very small that's out there, and it will come, but medical and service is what will continue to fill our remaining vacant spaces in towns such as ours. So thanks for your time.
All right, thanks, Mike. Any other citizens? Not Finance Committee, Alderman McGrogan?
Mr. Mayor, there's no report this evening.
All right, Alderman McGovern, Public Safety.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I got three things actually tonight. So first, I want to make a motion to direct the city attorney to draft an ordinance updating section 71.070 of the city code, driver and passenger required to use the seat belts. This is upgrading the state law from the state law, where it was 8 years old before. It's being raised to 8 years old. So where they have this safety seat, and all passengers will be required to have seat belts. Front seat, back seat, third seat, 14th seat, doesn't matter.
Sir,
Okay.
Motion by Alderman McGovern. Is there a second? Second by Alderman Komarski. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, now the second thing I have is passed along to me tonight from Deputy Chief Jakowski, and it has to do with the recent carjackings that we've been having around Cook County, City of Chicago, everywhere else. Fortunately, the impact hasn't really come in here. However, the idea is to make yourself prepared just in case. Now, if somebody comes up to you with a gun while you're driving, or stopped at a light or whatever, give them the car. Let's make no bones about it. Let's not hide it. Let's not try and be, there's no John Waynes out here or anything else. Give them the car. The car is cheaper than your life. The car is actually cheaper than the medical expenses that you'll go through if you don't. Okay? The other thing is be careful when you're driving, okay? Be careful of your surroundings. Watch where you're at. Look around you. Keep open. Be cautious in the service stations. You've been seeing it on TV. Everybody turn around and be a little bit more cautious around the service stations. If you see somebody approaching, okay? Don't forget to lock your doors. Keep the doors locked at all times, okay? By the traffic signals and the busy corners, keep your eyes and ears open around you and be careful. Okay, that's all. Residential driveways are the same way. You've seen it. You've seen the videos where the kids pull up in the car. You're pulling in. You're waiting for your garage door to open up. Okay, you get your car taken right there. If you can turn around and start your garage door up down the street a little bit, get it open so you're not stalled until you get your car into the garage. Another one to be careful with is highway exit ramps. And when you're parking your car, always park your car in a well-lit neighborhood. If you can avoid going out alone in the evening, please do. Okay? And the last, but the more important thing is, please don't stop for an abandoned car on a roadway, okay? Dial 911. Dial 911. Let the police come over there and turn around and service the car. They can call for the tow trucks, they can call for the Minutemen, or whatever they have to turn around and do. Okay? So let's be a little bit safe out here, so we all know, and we can all turn around and be safe and careful. Okay, the second thing I want to bring up tonight is a little bit different, because starting April 24th, everybody in a 708 area code is going to have to dial an 11-digit telephone number. If you call him, he calls you, doesn't matter. Let's be, and you're in a time period between April 24th and October 24th where you can get away with it. After October 24th, you're going to get that nice little signal that turns around and says your call cannot be forwarded. Okay? The other thing for the businessmen and everything else, please be aware, your fax machines, all your manual things, please be careful, because you're going to have to redo your telephone numbers if it's a 708, because it's going to have to be 1708. And anywhere else you go, you're still going to have to turn around and use the 1 for us here in the area code 708 especially. You're going to have to use the 1 now. So that's pretty much all I have for tonight.
All right, thank you, sir. Municipal grounds property, Alderman Basso.
Yes, Mayor, I have 2 items on the agenda this evening. Item number 8, motion to approve a resolution authorizing a power supply agreement from the winning bidder through the Northern Illinois Municipal Electric Collaboration on March 3rd, 2021.
Moved by Alderman Basso, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford, discussion, roll call?
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Thank you. Item 9, request approval to participate in a joint bid with the Village of Homewood and Orland Park for tree removal and trimming.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Basso, second by Alderman Violet. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
That's the end of my report,
Thank
Mayor.
you. Planning and zoning, Alderman Clifford.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Motion to direct the city attorney to draft an ordinance for zoning variation and front yard fence to extend 4 feet beyond the front building line of the home and 2 feet into the front yard setback along 125th Street for this corner of single-family residence located at 12512 Melvina. So you know what all that means. It's sort of confusing, is that the normal building line is at 20 feet. The home is at 22 feet instead of the 20. So he's already 2 feet behind it. But the code reads the fence has to come from the building and at the building line. Therefore, that's where the 4 comes in.
Okay.
So that's basically what it comes down, so everybody understands it.
Okay, the motion to direct the office.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Clifford, second by Alderman Key. All in favor?
There
Motion
was,
carries.
there was also a request at the planning and zoning from the petitioner. He said he's under contract, whether the weather permits it or not, but sometime this month, within the next 2 weeks, they want to put his to come over there and start digging holes, put the thing in there. So he asked if there was an expediency procedure, and that's when we could waive the rules, and that was the request.
Okay.
So I would like to make a motion to waive the rules for expediency of construction.
Moved by
Second.
Alderman Clifford, second by Alderman Key. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
I move to move to waive the rules.
You did that already.
Okay, move to adopt the ordinance.
Moved by Alderman Clifford, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Key. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Clifford.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Motion to adopt an ordinance for zoning variance to allow, oops, we got that one. I gotta get over here. Here we go. Motion to direct city attorney to draft an ordinance to allow a B1 special use to operate within the existing structure within the B district, specifically the mortgage lending division of United Trust and Bank to operate within the south 6,000 square feet of the existing building located at 12330 Harlem Avenue, formerly occupied by Mona Lisa and contained within the following pen with an annual fee for an addition of $5,000 for the expansion of additional 6,000 square feet and a 2% escalation.
Second.
Alderman Clifford, second by Alderman McGovern. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And that'll be the end of my report. Thank you, Mr.
All
Mayor.
right. Recreation, Alderman Key.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Roads and Construction, Alderman Komarski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Although I have no report, we're anticipating winter has concluded and Public Works can put their plows away. And it's the end of my no report.
I saw green grass today, by the way.
Yes, thank you, Mayor.
License, permits, and franchise, Alderman Lewandowski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have one item this evening. I'd like to make a motion to adopt an ordinance amending small wireless facilities to provide for design standards. These are the wireless towers that the state has passed a law that they have to come in, and this is setting some guidelines on where and how, where they can be placed and how they look.
Move Alderman Lewandowski.
Second.
By Alderman Komarski. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes,
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That's the end of my
All
report.
right. Water and Sewer, Alderman Violet.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move to approve the Public Works request to post bids for the 2021 cleaning and CCTV sewer program.
Move Alderman Violet. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I also move to approve proceeding with the 2021 hydrant flow testing by Emmy Simpson in the amount of $16,320.
Second.
Move Alderman Violet. Second by Alderman Basso. Discussion? Roll call.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Kromarski.
yes,
I also move to approve proceeding with the 2021 valve exercising program by Emmy Simpson in the amount of $19,824.
Second.
Move Alderman Violet. Second by Alderman Clifford. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
And finally, I move to approve repair of an existing altitude valve at the Route 83 pump station by Dorner Company in the amount of $7,014.
Second.
Move Alderman Violet. Second by Alderman Clifford. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Kromarski.
yes,
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Lewandowski.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Special Committees, Old Business and Economic Development, Alderman Key.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So part of the responsibilities of the Beautification Committee is the Adopt a Pot program, which puts planters throughout the business district over at Lake Catherine, at the rec center, and really all through town. This is, let's see if we got and show you a picture that they can zoom in on maybe later of one of the planters. If your family would be interested in sponsoring a pot, a business in town would like to sponsor a pot, an organization, church, any of those, if you contact City Hall, we'll get you the application and get you to be part of that program. It really does dress up the business district, and we really appreciate everyone that participates in that. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
All right. Cable TV, Alderman McGovern.
No reported.
Any old business?
Old business, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to, if I can find it, show you a letter to the editor in the Tribune today regarding the virus. It's called "Jackpot More Likely Than Vaccine." As an 82-year-old senior, admitting my age out of desperation, I think I have a better chance of winning the lottery than getting the COVID-19 vaccine. Most of my friends have gotten at least one shot due to computer-savvy family member helping them. They tell me to go online from 1 to 5 a.m. to get a head start on the appointment schedule. If I get up that early, it's only to empty my bladder, which I can certainly appreciate. So my wife was much more diligent in trying to get us appointments, but I also got so frustrated at the end that I just decided that they will eventually contact me for my shot. And they eventually did. We did get a shot, but that whole process takes a lot of time, and as the mayor said, don't give up. But once you get a number for the shot, please be confident that eventually they will contact you and tell you, in essence, your number's up. So be aware of that. You don't have to keep applying at every site that you're told to go on to.
Sounds dangerous. Yeah, right.
Secondly, I would like to ask the mayor
I
if
don't get up and nuts, I gotta go to town too.
if the Southwest Mayor's Conference or the city in general has given any consideration to General Iron's relocation to the southeast side. Currently, General Iron is approximately 30 miles away from Palos Heights. 116th and Avenue O is 15 miles away from Palos Heights. So the relocation of that plant is going to affect more than just the residents that live in that particular area. And I was just wondering if we were taking some kind of a formal position or a formal statement opposing or supporting such a move by General Iron.
Well, the Southwest Conference has not, because it doesn't cover that area. And I understand what you're saying, you know, the atmosphere would, but I'm not sure the city would have any jurisdiction, obviously, there. Is there something you want to, I mean?
Well, I think we should certainly consider it. It has to do with the air, it has to do with people's lives, it has to do with the waterways. I think with all the land that's available in the state and in the country, there sure should be another alternative rather than to pile on more suffering in that location and possibly the whole south side.
Okay. Let me do a little research on it, then I'll get back to you on it. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
It's the end of my comments.
All right.
To Bob's point on that article in the Tribune, I think that individual's, got a point. I've been listening and following it closely, and I know some people that are in the 1B category, and a lot of our residents have called all of us. And why would the state or the governor or whoever's making the final decision open this up to 1C, where we still have so many people in the 1B category that can't get appointments? And it's extremely difficult. And as Bob said, get up at 1 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever, especially for some people, and especially for people that are even older than that 82, that might not even have a computer or know anything about tech, being a tech-savvy person. And that's pretty much the only way you can get it. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, if you have a meeting coming up, I think that, and I know you're on a task force with Pritzker, why can't someone just say, shouldn't we clean out the 1As and the 1Bs before we go to the 1Cs?
Well, I mean, that's where they're giving the authorizations to before, 1As and 1Bs. I mean,
well, they are, but guess what? You can't, if you're a 1B, as Bob points out, and we all know people in that category, you're not even done. You can't get the appointments. Right. And I think I just read that on Thursday, I think the United Center is going to take like 6,000 people a day or some big number.
Well, the United Center is being done by the federal government, right. that one, so that's a whole different thing. Each municipality, city of Chicago has their own, and then the health departments for the various agencies, in our case it would be Cook County, is the one who sets the standards for our vaccine right. distributions.
But why wouldn't, the mayor's council take a stance? And
we have.
I mean, if you said don't open it up to the Cs.
It's not open to C.
No, it's going to be, Bob. It's coming like any day now.
No, it's not.
Yeah, well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Because in the media, they're saying it's coming up.
Yeah. Okay. Don't believe all you read.
Is there a difference between,
Yeah.
is there a difference between being ready, available, and for you to make your application
Yeah.
time?
You can make your application.
So like a 1C could make the
They
application
can make the application,
now.
they're not gonna open it up. They may make you, well, you take an application, but they're not gonna open it up for you.
So, I mean, do you think they are
Okay.
gonna clean out the As and
Oh,
the
yeah,
Bs?
definitely. That's the intention. Yeah, definitely. The A especially first. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right. Citizens wishing to ask questions? Any old business, new business?
Just a couple of comments.
Okay.
We had a tough winter, and as I'm driving around, I'm taking a list, and I'm just gonna ask the residents, everybody has pretty much got my phone number, to give me a call or a list, or if they see an extremely big pothole or crack starting so we can jump on it and fix it before it gets too bad. I go around the ward, well, right now I can see the streets, but before you couldn't, but I was asked to relay that message. And I'd also like to say, welcome to Andy's Custard Manhattan Grill and the new Dunkin' Donuts are adding their businesses to our town. So it does show we are improving in that aspect of it. And believe it or not, there are people lined up at Andy's Custards, even in the winter, getting their ice cream, and that just shows to show you how good it is. The other thing, I got a couple of comments from some people, and they wanted to thank the mayor and the city council for augmenting that rebate business program on the vehicle stickers and that to help provide that with the businesses. And I got a couple of good comments on that, so they asked me to say thank you, Bob, and for bringing that up, and the city council for supporting it. One thing on the pranks, just to relate to a thing, a real one is the Social Security thing. I got a letter, personally got a letter from them, and it said that your information as requested will now be sent to 16 South Trumbull, which is not my house, actually. Well, I called the police, they made out an incident report, they called Social Security. Somebody had gotten in there, used my name and information to send these Visa unemployment cards down to there. It's a drop house. So be aware of that. If you get that letter, call the police, make an incident report, call identitytheft.gov and file a report there, and put a temporary freeze through one of the companies on your credit for a period of 30 days or more, just to protect yourself on that, which I did. The other one is a scam.
Can I add one point to what you just said? If you would please, when you do make the report over at the police station, they have a sheet of notifications that you should make to cover yourself, to make sure that you're not going to be charged for this, because what they did, they put together a complete sheet of notifications
Checklist.
for you. Okay?
Yeah. They did, they put down the credit card, the 3 credit card agencies. They put down numbers of who to call. Identity.gov was one of them, and another, pretty concise. They did a good job on it.
Yeah.
And one other thing, if you do happen to get a call, they all out there and everybody wants what you got, or they like it better than you. Well, Amazon has a new one, which I got too. It said, we've noticed a $300 charge on your Amazon card, Visa card. If you have one of those, fine. If you don't, then you don't obtain. And they ask you to press 1 if you did make the charge, or press 2 if you didn't. Well, don't press 1, don't press 2. Hang up and report it, which I did, again, to the police. And what happens is, no matter which button you press, you will get a $300 charge on your Amazon card, because it's an authorization. So it's a scam. So, like a million times, any of those too good to be true calls, ignore them. You know that. They'll never ask you for pertinent information, social security card, credit card information, who your grandmother, nothing. Don't give them anything. And report it to the police. They're keeping the list to try to keep up with it. Now and then they get lucky, but most of them are run out of it, and their web network too, it's tough to catch them. So that's all.
All right. Entertain a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Stay safe.